What's up, traders? Julian here from JLTTrading.com, and today we're doing a market review for the week. As you know, it was a shorter week, 4 sessions to trade, and most of those sessions were working their way to the downside. It was a bit more of a risk-off week, a little bit light on the volume side of things, pretty typical for shorter weeks. Having said that, today there was a bit of a bounce, but you can see over here on the S&P that the high was actually put in earlier on in the day, and then price action spent most of its time working its way to the downside. So we're still in and around that 28.72 level that we were waiting for ages to break out. It is officially broken out, and now we're just kind of sitting right in and around that range, looking for a bounce off of this to continue higher past that 29.17 level. You can see that the momentum has been coming off. It's something that I've been saying for the last couple days, that we were seeing a bit of bearishness on the MACD histogram, and so price action was getting a bit heavy and moving lower. Now, it's not uncommon to see the S&P move again on shorter weeks, but if you look at the XLK, which is the ETF that tracks Tech also didn't do too well. On Tuesday, it did fine, but it spent Wednesday and Thursday selling off hard. And then today, there was a little bit of a bounce. Apple actually had a pretty miserable day today. If we check out Apple does really affect what goes on in the S&P, because it is one of the larger weighted stocks in the tech sector, and the tech sector is obviously the largest sector by weight in the S&P. And so when issues like Apple and Facebook and Netflix and these guys decide that they're going to take a bit of a risk-off position and move to the downside, and you can see right through here, all week Apple's been moving lower, it does affect the broader markets. So S&P, a little bit weak, but it's probably geared towards the fact that Apple hasn't done anything all week, and it's looking a little bit overextended right now. It wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that Apple might spend a couple more days moving to the downside before it actually gets itself back together and moving to the upside. With all of that said, though, the stocks that we were trading specifically really ultimately aren't really even tied into the broader market. We've been doing a lot of short squeezing and a lot of shorting, and what you'll see on our side of things is that we had a great week with GEMP. So this is a stock that we put out in our alerts a few days ago. And we were looking to get long this stock at about $1.50 as per the alert, and it peaked up just a little bit over that 150 area, and then the following day, which was Thursday, it absolutely exploded. Now, like I mentioned in Ask a Trader yesterday night, I was saying that what we could potentially see in GEMP is a bit of a follow-through day and then a sort of a panic selling. And you can see that this actually topped up. Everybody that missed out the bulk of this move decided to get long, and they were left holding the bags. And you can see right through here we had a tweezer top, a crossover in the histogram, and price action decided just to rip lower into the close, off almost 21% today. So GEMP, based on you taking it long and then flipping your perspective short, there were multiple opportunities yesterday and today to make some incredible money on GEMP. And we called out the long side of this trade in Ask a Trader. And then in Ask a Trader last night, we talked about what potential setups we could get ourselves into based on specific things happening. A small mover, but nonetheless something to report, is ACRX. Now, we talked about this in the alert, and we put this out, and right through here, this would have been on Tuesday, it popped. Now, we were looking at this as more of a swing trade, and right now you can see that it popped on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday sold off a little bit, but today got bullish again, and right now we're just simply waiting on this 333 level to get taken out so this thing could move. We actually have a price target of about 425 on ACRX. There are a ton of people in our community that are trading this right now, and so we're going to be watching this, and this was something that I wanted to report because it did do well. BGFV BGFV. Was another one that we were watching, but we were watching this from the short side of things. Again, something that we talked about. There was this support level of 550 that we were looking to swing trade short. 550 was clearly taken out. It's now down about 20 cents from where we called it. And this is a nice swing trade to the downside that we're looking at. First target is going to be about 505. And then from there, hopefully this thing can just hit free fall mode and really hit the bricks. So we're going to be watching BFVG. And again, great opportunity Thursday. Not too bad of a day today. If you were short yesterday and into today, you're doing just fine. And again, something that we talked about on our alerts. Now, the big one for the week was MNKD on Tuesday. This was our big winner because it was up 90%. What we were talking about on Tuesday was after the bulk of our traders who were trading this off of the market movers list saw this, and the conversation piece was what could potentially happen to this stock Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I hated to be the bearer of bad news, but the fact of the matter is that what I was mentioning in Ask a Trader is that this is up 90% on Tuesday, but what could potentially happen is we would get a short-term run-up on Wednesday only to be met with panic selling, and all of the people that propped this thing up, 90+% over the course of a session and a half, we're then going to start to dump. Put in an early morning high on Wednesday up through here at that $3 level, and then boom, just started to sell off, and it's been selling off. So what I want to do is I want to show you on this 5-minute chart all of the opportunities long short that were afforded on MNKD. So there's our long day. We had a multiple entry right through here, another one in this general area long, and then this little flag into the close. If you were to take advantage of a potential gap up, which is what happened, you would have been filled into the close, and then the following morning it would have spiked up nominally only to collapse. I started shorting this here from 278 down. As this thing rallied and took the VWAP out again, I was shorting it again. Yesterday, I didn't touch it too much, and then today, as it started to show some support, I started to short this thing again. MNKD was just a monster stock to watch this week because it was so volatile, both to the upside and the downside, offering us so many entries on a technical basis that it was just, this was the week maker. So MNKD, thank you. Don't know what you guys do, but I was glad to trade you. So was the J. Lewis trading community. So thank you on that. There were multiple trades on MNKD. Guys, that is my review for the week. If you're not following us already, check the description box below. We've got all the social media stuff made available for you. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, obviously, and Instagram. Some of the links are going to be in the description box below. If you're not already joining us in Ask a Trader, there's a link down below to get involved with Ask a Trader and to also receive these video alerts that we've been putting out. And we've just been hammering the market left, right, and center. The program is worth its weight in gold. So check us out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm at info@jlewistrading.com. Thanks for watching.